All right, good afternoon and welcome to Iyun Mishnayos. Today we learned Mishna Maseches Kilayim Perek Ted Mishnayos Gimel and Dalid. There's some interesting halachas over here. In Mishnah Gimel it says Mispachas Hayadayim, Mispachas Safara, Mispachas Sasapag, Ein Behem Mishum Kilayim, Lezer Oser. It's machlokes actually by hand towels and bath towels. Is there kilayim over there? Can you make them out of semero pishtim, wool, and linen? Tanakama says it's perfectly permissible, and the Lezer asers. Mispachas Hasfarim, everyone agrees. Tanakama agrees it's from Mishum Kilayim. Now, it's very hard. We pass on the Lezer that it's aser. What is Shitas Tanakama? Why did Tanakama aser? How could, right? It's not called Levisha. We talked about yesterday. There's two Isram. There's an Isram of Levisha's Kilayim, wearing Kilayim. If you dry your hands with a towel or come out of the bath or the shower and you dry yourself in a towel made of semero pishtim, technically you're not wearing it, but you are getting hana, lo yala alacha, right? We talked about yesterday that getting hana, using it as a blanket, you'd be getting hana from it. Your hands touch it, you're getting hana from it. So how could that be mutter, according to Lezer? So I guess we have a discussion of what is considered the hana of lo yala alacha. This is weighing in. The Tanaim are weighing in on this Isra of lo yala alacha. You can't get it. You can't use it as a blanket to get hana from it. And if it's pillows, can't touch you. The reason that Chazal understood that is because it might wrap around your head, being underneath you. So this thing, when you wipe your hands and when you dry your hands, take out of the bathroom, you dry your hands, you wash your hands with soap, you dry your hands, right? Is that considered hana or is that considered not hana? But the Tanakh holds not considered hana because there's two types of hana. So there's hana, cessation of bad, and there's hana of positive hana, really enjoying yourself. Right? People get hana in simcha al kataras asvegos. When you're in a difficult situation, you're able to get out of that situation. The Mishna and Masechas Avodah Zarah talks about that. Maybe an Oved Kachavim, when he pays off a loan to you, he gets happy because he paid off a loan. You know, he's free of the loan, he's free of the debt. Get out of jail, you're happy, or nothing positive. I mean, you get out of the negative. Getting out of the negative is also a positive. Or do you need it to really be a positive thing, really, really enjoyment, right? And the Ikar Kavana, when a person dries his hands, is that he's just getting rid of the moisture. His hands are wet. You don't want to walk around with wet hands or be wet after your bath. So therefore, you dry yourself. That's not considered a positive hana. It's considered just removing the negative, and that's not considered hana. What does Rebbe Lezer hold? Rebbe Lezer says it's aser. Why does Rebbe Lezer say it's aser? So this is a halacha, but what is the svar of Rebbe Lezer? So we can clarify an investigation over here. What is he really? Does he hold even removing a negative, right, is considered a hana, right? The cessation of a negative is considered hana. Or does he hold it's actually considered a positive thing? These things are positive forms of hana. One of these things is adorning a Sefer Torah with a covering, makes it look nicer. And also, maybe you're using Turkish cotton that's really soft and absorbent. It's very soft, Turkish cotton, Egyptian cotton, more absorbent. It's pleasurable to dry your hands with a nice towel. Some people know this. You have some shuls, they only have these, a lot of places, public places, even not shuls, they have these hand dryers with hot air. I mean, it's not fun to use one of those things. It's much nicer to have paper towels or a real towel. So Lezer holds. So that is what is the sheet of Lezer, and this is how we pass halacha. Is the shot that really it's true, only a positive enough, but this is considered a positive enough because it's absorbent and soft, or he's even talking about things that are not hana, physical hana, but removing the water from your hand is considered a hana enough to violate the Isra L'Yala Alecha. We could talk more about this. I mean, there's a raya from Mishna Dalet that says to take lo yitena mardas al tefa filo zevel if the mardas saddle of your donkey is made out of wool and linen. So even though you're allowed to ride on it because it's very hard, you don't get any hana from it. But to put on your shoulder to shelter you from getting a garbage bag on your shoulder, that would be an Isra of Kilayim. So it seems like I would say that Lezer holds a cessation. This seems to be the Tanakama, I guess. I don't know. We'd have to say, I'll leave with the Hilchos. Lezer would hold even the cessation, getting rid of negative things, is also considered a positive because technically, if you look at things in a positive light, so even the removal of bad really is a good thing, right? You're going from 0 to 1. You're not going from -1 to 0. You're going from 0 to 1. That is the outlook of a positive person in life. Always go from 0 to 1, not from -1 to 0. Count up. Sfiras Omer. Hope you enjoyed. See you.